Well, hello everyone, and good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time zone you are in. You are most welcome to the stream. Now, we have been, over the last few streams, we have been exploring a mineshaft. And today we are continuing on that path because we need to try and finish exploring the whole mineshaft. Now this might be a little bit more of the same, but I think it creates the ideal opportunity for us to have a little chat. So, without any further ado, let's see if we can get going with that. So, just to make sure that we've got a little bit of inventory space. I mean, I don't know how long we're going to be down there. My ender chest is pretty much empty. I just think maybe I can put the chests away and make a few more torches. Yes, that's it. A few more torches. Let's just get 5 of each and we'll take the chests out. We can put the chests away in this wood storage, and then let's grab those torches. Did I say lanterns? It's torches. And then we can grab this little ender chest and down we go. Now for today, I think we need to find where we ended yesterday. But I don't think that's too complicated. I think we've marked down or marked out our path pretty well. Now anybody in the chat, let me know how is the audio quality. I am trying out a new mic tonight, and I spent maybe about an hour tweaking the settings, but I believe it might not be perfect yet. But that's no problem. We will tweak it as we go, even though during the live stream I'm going to try not tweaking any settings. Now I need to see and figure out where. No! What the? This isn't the way I wanted to start a stream. Jeez. Now did that creeper blow up one of my diamonds? I believe he might have. Now let's just do this so that I know I must come in here at some point. Then I believe we've done this side. Should we be going this direction? Yes, this is where we've been yesterday. In this general direction. Now, honestly speaking, that creeper blowing up there was not ideal. Alright, now the spawner is in this direction. So we are going up here. And then, is it going in this direction? Yes. Alright. So this is where we've been last night. Is it? Oh. Is it up this side? Why do I not recognize? Ah, yes. Through here and through here. This is where we were. All right. I do still have a little redstone to collect here, but we will get to that in, well, a little bit later. For now, get back in the mine. I do believe it's quite possible that this might actually be two mines intersecting. Now, this is not open. This isn't open. Did we... Let's close this off. So is the next direction... Okay, this is where we came in. Alright. We can go either this way or that way. So we did close this off. Alright, this is where we need to go. We need to continue in this side tonight. So for now, let's grab that. Do this. And alright, let's see what's in there first. Now, I don't want to close this off because then I won't go in there. But let's see if we can, well, just deal with this dead end, which is fortunately giving us a little bit of redstone. Always welcome. Alrighty. So then we can definitely close off this side. And maybe just get a little bit of light in here. And let's go in. Alrighty. You skeletons, nothing to be scared of. And we can just do that. Now we need to, well, I guess we need to eat. Then, really? Well, let's do the torch trick. Torch trick doesn't really work with water. It works better with lava, it would seem. Alright, so nothing here. So we can just, well, let's close it off and continue collecting string. Now I'm thinking I've got so much string already. Maybe it would be a good idea to start collecting cobwebs rather than string. Right, and to get cobwebs we use the shears. My memory seems to be doing okay tonight, guys. My memory seems to be doing alright. Okay, so definitely, well, wait a second. I can't leave that there. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these rails, but I'm sure they will come in handy at some point. Now we can block that off. Nothing further to explore here, so we can block that off. And then, did we... Is this the exit, right? Yes, alright, this is the exit. So we're not that deep into the mine. Well, not into this part at least. So that is sorted. Let's grab these. And now I'm hearing spiders again. Those nasty, evil creatures. Now we need to see. How do we do this? Well, that seems to be a normal spider. Nothing to be scared about. And you, I'm not scared of you. Well, oh no. Where'd that creeper go? Did he fall off? Well, that's no problem then. If he did fall off there, that's just a bargain. A little bonus, you want to say that? And alrighty. So this, we need to decide how we are going to investigate this part. But I'm thinking we can, because we do have one that's blocked there, which indicates we must still visit. So I'm thinking, why not just block it off? Because we will get to it eventually. How about, can we just... That's better. That's the easy way to block something off. Alright, making progress. So now we can block this area off completely and have a little look-see what's in here. Now this creepy dude, don't even try. Alright, we need to... This seems to be a little... Let's just see where this is leading us. Is this... So I believe this is... Because we've definitely been here. Okay. So this is where we are. So I do believe it would be fine for us to sort of... Well, I don't want to completely block this off. But... Well, how about... We go in this direction, because I think this is all the same sort of direction. That is blocked off, that's blocked off. Okay, so let's do this. We're not going to go that way for now. I think let's get in here. Because now this is that side, we can completely block this off, knowing that we are going to probably most likely run through that side again. From the other side, actually. Alright, let's see what's in this direction, because it does look like a dead end, and we can, I think, just for peace of mind, block that off. So everybody, how is your Saturday going? Feel free to pop in the chat and post your time. What's the current local time where you're watching from? That's always very interesting to see where people are watching from and what the time or where they're watching from. Because that sort of gives me an idea of how much of an international audience I do have. Suleiman, welcome to the chat. I didn't see your chat message now there for a second. Because, well, because why? Let me pause this quickly. Just see why the chat didn't pop up on my panel. Let me just refresh this quickly. All right, everything seems to be running smoothly. Planets use water, CO2, and light to produce energy and oxygen as a byproduct. My interesting entry is ruined by my misspelling. You know what? You don't want to know about misspelling. I do that all the time. The worst is if you send a business email and after you've sent it, you realize that you misspelled something. Now let's see where this brings us. All right. So then I think we are pretty much done with this quadrant of the mine. That is done. And we can finish clearing this area up. Now we need to think about exploring this part of the mine. Now, are we going to come in from this side, which I think is a fair possibility, or are we just going to continue from here, knowing that we have to come back? Okay, let's do this. All right, we'll do this and block this off so that we don't go in there again. And then I think we can just go and have a little peek as to what is on that side. Well, giving a random fact instead of saying hi, you are more than welcome to do that. Tell me a little something, Nay. How is the audio sounding tonight? I did get a new microphone today, which is pretty awesome. It is a loaner, but I'm trying it out. And I've only spent about maybe an hour setting up the mic, tweaking the settings. So let me know how it sounds. I believe I still need to do a little bit of tweaking, but I think so far, from my tests anyway, it sounds pretty good. A few diamonds. And we'll just take everything from that chest. So now I really do know exactly where I am because of those 2 diamonds. That is where the creeper almost blew me up, and Suleiman, you were just a little bit too late to witness that. Alright, so then this area is clear. We don't need to come back here. And, well, let's block it off. And then we'll make our way back towards the rest of the mine. I think we should be getting pretty close to being done with this mineshaft. I really hope so. Because I think it's time that we consider our next build, and I think the next build might have to have a little something to do with sorting out my chest monster, because that is really starting to get out of hand. Audio is good. I witnessed it. I was busy trying to choose what fact to give. All right, my man. So, tell me, how has your weekend been so far? I mean, I know it's a little bit of a random question, but it is weekend. It is Saturday evening for both of us. And, well, I would like to know how your weekend has been. Anything interesting happen? What you say? And my day isn't going, it's gone. I woke up at 2 p.m. But listen, my friend. If you woke up at 2 p.m., how long can you stay for the stream? I mean, then you cannot be tired now, can you? Unless you've got... I know, well, my son isn't allowed to stay up late, even on weekends. Well, we do allow him to stay up a little bit late on weekends, but... I mean, if you only wake up at 2 p.m., then... well, I guess you missed your whole weekend. Which kinda sucks, I think. But on the other hand, I've been working the whole day, so... yeah, my weekend is also pretty much messed up. Alright, so then I think we are really done with this side of the mine. I believe so. Let's grab these last few rails and block off this area. So then we are done. We can move on to the next. Well, it's a 1-week holiday. You don't know. You don't want to know what happened at November 10. Well, now that you said something, I do want to know. So if you care to share, I'm here to listen or read. So as you know by now, if I say I'm here to read, I might still miss a message or two. But you've been doing a good job of reminding me every time I miss a message, so I'm not too concerned about that. I believe you will continue just keeping me on my toes. Right. Now, where did I get... where did we come into the mine now? So now I feel a little lost. Did we come... alright. I think we came in from this direction. Yes, we came in from this direction. So let's go and explore further. Time will stop at 9:05, just like how our country's hero's heart stopped. Oh. So, when you're talking about the country's hero, who was that? I'm sure I do know, or I do have an idea, but it seems to be just out of reach for my Ataturk. I'm sure I've heard that name before. You know, I don't know how or whether you are into reading at all. So I do like reading historical fiction. Yes, I do remember that. What I'm asking or saying, I do enjoy reading historical fiction novels, and there's this author, Wilbur Smith, and he writes really accurate historical fiction novels. And one of the series he wrote did sort of play off in the Ottoman era, and I think that's where I heard the name Ataturk for the first time. Those were really interesting. I like those sort of novels taking you on a journey, and this guy, this Wilbur Smith, is really, his writing is very accurate. But with that being said, you still always need to consider and keep in mind that it is fiction. So it's, even though most of the facts that he brings up in the books is quite accurate, he still does take a few liberties, if I can put it that way, to make the works more interesting. All right, so I think let's go in here and see what we can find. What is this? Such a deep dead end? Huh, disappointing. But anyway, that sort of just completes one area. So then I guess I can block this off. And then we will have to go into this one. Right, so this I've blocked off because there's obviously, if I blocked it off, there's nothing there. So this I blocked off because I was probably getting into it from a different direction, I believe. All right, so let's see if I can find that part. It's not down here. All right, so I think this must be it. Go in this direction and this way. Yes. All right, so this is where we've just been. So I'm gonna grab the resources and then we'll block it off. Well, no. Let's do it this way around so that I can just remember where I've been. So then we are now completely done with this side of the mine. Now I'm gonna block this off, this spider spawner, we may or may not come back for it. And then I can comfortably say we have completely explored this side of the mine. Yes, Turkey is Ottoman. I did read that. Listen, I told you the other day I am going to do a little bit of reading about Turkey and its history and all that. And I have not done a lot, but I have touched on it. Currently, I think I've said it before, my schedule is just so hectic at the moment. I don't get much time for leisure, and when I do have time for leisure, I basically spend it on here with you for the most part. I mean, I am really enjoying our conversations. It's well, I think you've got a pretty fresh outlook on a lot of things, and I think if I could say this one part, I think you are pretty knowledgeable for being as young as you are. I mean, we haven't discussed exact details or anything like that, but yes, I think you've got a pretty good general knowledge and pretty good. It's always fun to, I always say when I have these conversations with colleagues at work, I always tell them that I really enjoy intelligent conversation, and I believe with you I do get that. Look, you know what, eh? You're saying your grades isn't bad, but it's also not good. You need to remember something that I always tell my son as well. Remember going to school. The thing about school, it's not about what you learn at school, as much as it is that school should teach you how to learn. It's not about what you're learning, but it's about learning how to learn. If that makes any sense to you at all. That's my opinion on it. I don't know. Not everybody will agree with me on that, I think. But that's my opinion on it, and I'll stick to my opinion on it. It's the way I see it. School is there to teach you not all these random things that's in school books, but it's there to teach you how to learn. And if you get that sorted, if you actually just pick up that one thing from school, you will do perfectly fine in the real world when you're done with school. I mean, personally, my marks in school was, for the most part, on most subjects, it was, how can I put it? Well, like you said, with your marks, it's not good, but it's not bad either. Well, I did manage to pass high school, so yeah, I think that says it all. And then after school, I went on the first year after school. I taught myself how to do programming, web development. We don't have much choice. The people that choose what school teaches is above the president. Yes, you know what? Like I say, you'll never have much choice in the matter, but you just need to do your best. If you can tell yourself, convince yourself that you have done the best that you could have done, then I think you'll be fine. How are we gonna deal with this? The water bucket trick. Getting rid of most of these. So now I actually switched to the shears for the cobwebs because I do want to have a few cobwebs as well as all the string we've been gathering. I think cobwebs do make nice decorations, and that's simply the reason for it. You might have noticed I am quite a bit of a, well, how do I put it? It's not really a collector, but I do like gathering all the materials I find, because you just never know when you will need any of it. Empty, so I think I need to just make a quick trip back to the surface so that I can grab more blocks to block off these areas that I've been in. If I can make my way out of here, which I believe should be pretty easy by now, because I mean I've done it a few times, and I'm thinking we are making good progress with this mine. Up here we are making good progress. I think we are actually getting to a point where we are ready to finish with this mine. Okay, let me see. Am I going to... Let's just drop off some of these things while we are up here. Sure, I'm not going to need that. I'm definitely not going to need that. I don't want to carry that with me. And I know I do have the ender chest, but while I'm up here, let me just clean up the inventory a little bit. So this mine that we are making our way through hasn't, well, we've got a bit of resources from it, but it hasn't been very super good. I mean, yes, we've got resources, but I still don't have any glowberries, and I'm still sure that we should be getting glowberries in one of these minecart chests. But I guess we must just continue the journey. Now I'm hearing more spiders again. I hate those things. Okay, so this side is done. You can block it off. And go in here. Nothing. Oh, not totally nothing. We can grab this little bit of lapis. And... oh, give me that back. I'm really feeling positive that we are getting to the end of this mine. You see, the problem with carrying your bow in your offhand is that you keep just shooting things or pulling back. Hello, friend or foe. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's just make sure. Okay, so we are done. I'm gonna block this off, and so this looks like another dead end, so we can just light it up and make sure. Oh, staircase down. We'll definitely investigate. As expected, a dead end, but at least this dead end is giving us a little bit of redstone to collect. Just always welcome. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. And then the gold. It's also pretty useful. I don't need gold for golden carrots or anything because I am just buying those off of a villager. Well, I've got probably about 13 villagers selling golden carrots, which is making my life so much easier. I mean, not having to use gold for food really does make things a little bit easier now. Okay, I understand. I keep getting lost. Creeper, Minecraft's Grim Reaper. That makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. I can't stop singing this bloody tune, tune, tune. Yeah. Oh. At least, to be honest, creepers doesn't bother me much, especially when they don't creep up on me. When they creep up on me, that is a totally different situation. And I think I'm more... well, I don't know whether I'm afraid of spiders, but I do hate spiders more than creepers. No, for a moment now, I don't think I do get the reference. There's something in my mind that wants to pop up, but it's not coming through right now. Alright, so this one I'm gonna block off because we'll get to it from the other side. And let's have a look in here. Nothing going on there. Minecraft Creeper Rap by Dan Bull. You know what? Now that you mention it, I wouldn't get the reference because I don't know that part. I don't know the Minecraft Creeper Rap. Alright, let's continue. Another dead end. So I guess eventually this mineshaft will just end in a whole heap of dead ends. No! No! That's not how I want to block it off. Come on. Well, I guess this is going to make my life a little easier, because we can just do this. That works. Alright, another part dealt with. So I do want to try and finish with this mineshaft on this stream. I don't know what to say just how. Still doesn't really make any or ring any bells in my head. Alright, so we're finally done with this side as well. You know, I should just, when I find a mineshaft like this, just like sort of speed run it. But I don't know, on days like today, it does give me a little bit of peace to just quietly, or not quietly, but slowly go through the mineshaft and see everything there is to see. Alright, so now I don't know, let's grab this iron ore. Now I've been thinking the iron ore I am collecting, I can probably use it for decoration at some point. So I'm definitely not going to go through the effort of smelting down the iron ore. Number one, sometimes I would do that. Sometimes I would have to do that for experience, but now with all the crop farms I got, I don't need the experience. So thanks for joining me, Sulaiman. Oh, your pronunciation. But anyway, thanks. Tomorrow I might have a little bit of an earlier stream on Twitch. I'm not sure whether I'll stream on YouTube tomorrow evening. I think I might need to have the one, just a break for a day. But then keep an eye on your notifications, because obviously if I do stream tomorrow evening, you will get notified. I think the Twitch stream, if it happens tomorrow, you'll also get a notification for that. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy your weekend further. At least you've still got tomorrow as part of the weekend. So that's all good. Alright, so I think we finally finished with this part here, so I can block it off. And as we go, make our way back out, can collect the last remaining resources, and then block everything off on this side. And then we can take on a different direction. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go this way. Because this looks like a dead end again. Now, honestly speaking, I can use free cam to just roam through and see how much of this mine is left to explore. But as I said, this is just a chill Saturday evening stream. So I'm not really bothered by how much is left. I will explore it little bit by little bit. What's going on here? Let's just see. Alright, so this is... I think I know where this is. Yes, this is where the spider spawner is, so then we can block this off as well. Done. This area. Alrighty. Progress is being made. I do feel that exploring a mine in this manner does take a lot of time. But I mean, if we do it with friends, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. Yes, let's just block this off so that we don't forget with Binya. Now, alright, we need to go in the other direction. Oh, yes, this is where we must go up. Alright, alright. So then we can block this off and finally go in the opposite direction. This is our way back up to the surface. This way we have come here, we collected the iron over there, so then I guess we can go back up and close this area off. That way is outside, and let's see. That we've explored that. This is the skeleton spawner, or the other. This isn't a skeleton spawner. This is a spider spawner. All right. So then I think we are done with this mine shaft. How about we just take a quick pre-cam view and see if there's anywhere we missed. Well, if there is, I might not necessarily go there. So I think I'm quite tired of a mine shaft for now. But looking at it, it seems that everything is lit up. And, well, almost everything. Well, is this another mine shaft? Alrighty, yes, this is like I said, I'm sure there is a second mine shaft, which seems like that might be it. Unless I've seriously missed a entrance into it, we can leave that one for now. I think I've had enough of mine shafts for the time being. And to make sure really oh I remember something now. We didn't actually go through everything on this side, did we? So I think we can go down here as well. And that might be the other piece of it. I think. Let's just dig down to confirm. Nope. We have been down here. This is where we just came up. So let me just remove that torch from there. Otherwise I might just want to have a look at it again. And then just to be sure, just check down here. Yes, this is definitely done, I believe. And if it's not, maybe one day we'll come back here. But for now, I'm just going to do this and remove all traces of the mine, because I've had enough. For now, at least. Cool. Cool beans. Let's collect all our goodies and go and put it away. This can go back in here. This can go in there. Stuff in there. I have a gravel chest down here. Doesn't look like it. Let's just see if we can take all of this. Maybe we can, just to make our life a little bit easier. We can fill up the ender chest with all this random things. And go to the surface and sort out our inventory, because the inventory is now a little bit of a mess. Well, everything regarding any sort of storage at the moment is a little bit of a mess. But let's see what we can do about it. I'm so going to need to sort out this mess, because now we are just throwing things into chests. Let's do that. These. So we did find quite a bit of diamonds, which I think maybe I do have a couple of levels and all that, so maybe we should start looking into fortuning those diamonds and getting a few extra tools. But if you just maybe can get this out, this, all of these things out of here, those can stay, because those are useful things to have at hand. Alright, let's start putting these things away. You go in there. Gravel goes in here. Wood goes in here. Dripstone should go in here, and I am running up and down without really needing to do that. Well, anyway, those of you that's new to the chat, we've just finished exploring Mineshaft. It's been pretty good. Got a lot of resources, but to be honest, I think this chest monster of ours is starting to really get out of hand. Hello, Douglas, how's it? How's it? What have you got for us? Potion of invisibility, oak logs. Well, I might take the eye blossoms and the fire coral. And that's about what you've got that I'm interested in. But let me get my purse open here. And How many emeralds would you need? Let's go for this many. Always block them up again. Alright, so what do we want? What do we want? I want these eye blossoms. I want the fire coral. And how about we take some dye as well? I mean, 1 emerald for 3 dye. That's a pretty good deal, I think. You can just put that in there. Now, where would the... Oh, this can come in here. And we can put the fire coral. So now we've started gathering a little bit of coral as well. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Douglas. Goodbye. As long as you don't bother me, I wouldn't have to, well, kill you off or anything like that. Alright everyone, now that we are done with that mineshaft, I need a moment to think about what is next. Now I do have a build project board which I am currently busy with this, digging the pit down to bedrock, and we are trying to get this done, but and this is a big project. Maybe we should work on that a little bit. And then over here, viewer suggestion. I'm still waiting for anybody in the chat to give me a good suggestion of anything else we can do in this world. So if any of you have a suggestion, please drop it in the chat. We can have a discussion about it maybe. In the meantime, just give me a minute or two to have a quick little bio break. I'll be back in just about 2 minutes or so. Now, I don't know if I pause this, you can't really see. So I don't know, where can I go to be safe? I don't want to... Well, am I going to risk it? How far is it? Oh, the day is going to end just now. So I'm thinking... No, you know what? I'm just running around now waiting for the day to end. Then I'll go to sleep, and once we wake up, I can quickly have a little 2-minute break. Because then I'm pretty sure we won't get any nasty creatures trying to kill us in the morning. Thank you, Bella. Chicken. And that is food. Put food in there. Alright. Let me quickly take a break. Guys, have a look at the project board. Got any suggestions? Please drop it down in the chat. I'll be back in a minute or two. Alright everyone, thanks for waiting, and I notice it started raining, which is maybe a little bit of a risk to stand around here in the rain. Alright, let me show you something. This is, so looking at this task right here, valuable sorting and storage complex. So that's a little build that I was thinking I can put right around here where the old iron farm used to be. Now in this iron farm I do have villagers and a zombie, but I just closed this off because we've got a new iron farm down underneath, about 20 blocks down, I think. Yeah, I think I went down about 20 blocks. So down here I want to, here where we've got the iron farm, I want to put the bulk storage for stone blocks and so on. So this is the new iron farm, looking pretty good if I do say so myself. And what I want to do is quickly, I would like to maybe get a screenshot of this. I promised somebody that I will show them this design. Okay, I'll get the screenshot a little later. Alright, so this design works pretty well. Once we switch this lever, golems will start spawning up top and fill the barrel with iron and poppies. Which is... Anyway, so we've got a lot of space here. And I do want to put in some filters so that we can just sort and store all our stone blocks, like stone, cobblestone, blackstone, deep slate, all of those stone sort of blocks. And I believe we'll be able to store quite a bit of it down here. But I don't know whether, well, I probably need to start with this sometime pretty soon. But I think maybe more important for now is to start dealing with this chest monster we've got up top. Because this is really starting to become, well, an eyesore. So I do think that maybe we can start building something up here. Like I said, I do want to build sort of a valuable sorting and storage area, and I believe we can just bring this down a little bit if I really want to. Maybe smooth it out on this side. I do want to set up a super smelter and all of that up here as well, but I haven't planned anything out yet, which makes it a little bit difficult just to start doing something. And I'm thinking the first part would be to kind of take down this old iron farm, since the new one is working pretty well. I guess I can grab a bucket. I should have buckets somewhere. Empty buckets. Let's go and grab the lava. Now I know I don't really need to grab the lava. We can just get rid of it, which might be a better solution. Really? Let's do this. I think the time has come to get rid of this, because it is starting to become an eyesore. And how about we just use a bucket of water and get rid of the lava. So I'm thinking by taking down this old iron farm, maybe that will give me an idea as to how I want to build this storage complex up on the surface. Where are you going now, kitty cat? Come back. You know this is your spot. You need to sit down and be here while we do different things. Alright, but let's take this down. This iron farm has served us well, but now with the other one down underground, I believe we don't need this one anymore. Now I have learned that there is a better way to do these iron farms. But as I said, this one has really been good to us and provided us with, well, 1.5 barrels full of a barrel and a half full of blocks of iron, or iron blocks. But I think it's time to get rid of it completely. Then we can maybe start planning out a little build for our valuable storage. Now I need to decide, number one, what am I going to build it out of? Anybody have any good build palette ideas? I mean, I don't really want to go the stone route. So I've been thinking that I would like it to be Well, it's going to be quite a big build. And well, I can get rid of this and this, pull up this area, and break down these. Alright, now we can see what we've got. What space do we have to work with? And so I was thinking, number one, I am going to need to have a space for a bubble elevator going down, up and down from this area down below, because, well, using the scaffolding is just a little bit slow. And then I just need to figure out a sort of a build that I want to do here. And that's why I've put it on hold why I haven't really been working on it any longer, because well, can I say that my mind is a little bit blocked at the moment? But alright, I think we should now have enough resources for to do the stone storage. That would solve a lot of the problems we've got with regards to the chest monster on top, with all the chests out there in the open. So I think maybe we can start with that. I can start laying out sort of what we'll do, because we are going to have quite a few storage modules, let's say that, and I can basically fill all of these walls with the storage modules. Now ideally I would like to have one place to drop all the goods into, stone, valuables and everything, and that should be going through water streams and hopper lines all throughout, and that should automatically sort all our items into the various storage systems. Now on the other hand, I thought maybe we should have one system for the stone and then have a different system for the valuables. Because to be honest, I can't see a reason to have them in one single system. Just doesn't make perfect sense to me. Now if I want to start with this storage system down here, I will need to find a space where all the goods can come down. And I think that might not be the most important part of it all. Let's go and get a few hoppers and get a few chests. and just see how we can lay out these storage modules. This away, put that away. Jeez, Douglas, you're in the way, my friend. You're in my way. Wood. Throw these buckets back in here. Poppies, let's just get rid of them that way. All right, so I said I want to do a few. What's going on? Oh, my apologies, Warsy. Let's grab a few chests and make a couple of hoppers. 11, so we'll have 12. Okay, and let's go and see how we're going to lay this out. Because I really need to make work of this. Alright, so where will we start? So ideally, what I'm thinking is of keeping this area open. This might be a good area to drop in. We can maybe have a little, call it maybe a little reception area right here. And we can maybe have the water elevator right on this side. Now, I do not think right now we can do that because those chests are right in there, but maybe if we go 2 blocks. So let's see where we come out. We go up with this. We go 2 blocks forward and 2 blocks left. We'll do that after taking a nap. All right, so we're going to go 2 blocks forward, 2 blocks to the left, and see where we are. Maybe we can start digging straight down. 2, 3, 1, 2. You see, that's the problem, is we've got these chests here. So we're gonna need to, goes 1, 2, 1, 2. I have to dig down right underneath here, but let's see if we do this. Just dig straight down. See where we come out. Ow. Alright, so I think that will be the perfect spot for the elevator. I think so. So we can make the drop area this side. No, I don't. Okay, I do have a few slabs. So the drop will be this side. So we do this. We continue with the pattern for the floor. Like so. Then we can have a water bucket in here. That should, the water should stay right like that. Alright, so now that would mean I have to dig down again. Now, digging down directly is just the easiest way. I know you shouldn't be. Cardinal rule number 1 of Minecraft is don't dig straight down. But we are ignoring that rule for now. And we are digging straight down. So now we should fall right. Hello? Oh, we shouldn't fall because we found resources. Alright, let's fix what we've broken. And then dig straight down. Good. All right. Now we need to are we going to just simply do this? We can change the blocks later on. I'm thinking just to bring the water column down. Then I wonder, will this, because, well, we do have a full block here. Which means this isn't going to work the way I was thinking of. But alright. Let's just then close it off fully. Like so. Then right down there we can do that. And this is 2 full blocks. I'm gonna put a soul sand in there. So then we're gonna need 2 signs this side to just prevent, well, we're only going to need 1 sign, and we can put a little note on the sign saying up. Well, just saying up seems a bit boring. I will give you that, but for now I think that will work. let's go and get the resources I need for that. I'm going to need some bone meal, and I'm going to need soul sand, and I'm going to need I should stop doing that. Or I should get rid of the lava there. Alright. I'm going to need kelp. Going to need soul sand. Going to need a water bucket, which, well, I've got a full one here. And that water bucket needs to go. Well, let's put it right there for now. Then I'm going to need bone meal, which we should have plenty of in here. So let's go and do that, get the elevator sorted out. So put soul sand, put the kelp in there, and we just bone meal all the way. And I forgot this was going to happen, because none of you reminded me that I need the sign. At least the water only flows that far. Cool. Alright, then I'm gonna need a sign. Let's see if I've got any signs ready to go. I think I want a pale oak sign, and we can just grab one of these. Place a sign there, and we can do something like up. So nothing special. We can always come and do something more down here once we get finished with this little area. And then I think I could start with the stone storage modules right on this side. Now I think since we've got the up and down sorted, and just use stone. Well, what's in here? I'm gonna fill this up. Then I'm probably not gonna have enough stone to get to the top. It's 15. Well, we can use some dirt as well. Now, why do I only have 3 scaffolding? Oh, I've got a full stack and 3. Alright, let's go up here. I simply cannot leave resources lying about like this. Now obviously the problem is I'm gonna have to go down here again. And I don't think, well, I do have cobblestone and stone. Great stuff. This should be enough to fill in this hole. Again, resources. Always distracting me from the mission at hand. Don't worry, I saw the lava drop there. I know we've got lava right close to us. Alright, so this should be well, I don't have a water bucket with me. Oh well, you know what? Let's just close it off. You can always come back for that. Cool. All right. So we've got a way up, we've got a way down. I think we need to deal with some of these resources. So let's see. Put away, well, I can't put away the coal. I wanted to put away the kelp I've got. And all right, let's do this. Everyone, so I do apologize. This stream tonight seems to be all over the place. But the initial idea for this stream was just for me to sort of test out the new microphone and see if the settings on it are any good. I didn't spend a lot of time tweaking the settings. So initially I only wanted to test out the settings, and then I simply cannot do a 5-minute stream on here. So the stream has been going for almost 2 hours now. That's pretty good, I think. But yes, so I just got so much into this that I just went with it. So alright, let's see. So this deep slate coal ore, I don't think I want to fortune that. But let's get the redstone ore. And then maybe a few stacks of the coal ore, because the coal ore we can always compress into blocks of coal. So let's see how much we get for it. And let's just do a little tower of redstone. Where's the sun? Oh, sun is right above us, so... And then we can just see how much we do get from this redstone. We add a stack and 12, so 76 redstone to start off with. And let's just, well, while we are going to do this, we can just as well heal our tools. Okay, that one is done. Let's do the axe as well. And I mean, it's not really necessary to do this. I've got plenty of ways to heal my tools. But I mean, why waste the experience? You know? Now everything is healed. Oh, again me with the healing. Everything is repaired. And how much did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks and a bit. Which isn't too bad. Now let me just see, can we just put these two down? Then maybe we can just block up all this redstone. Just to save a little bit of space. Oh, that can go into this chest. Let's just see if we collect all the redstone. Do I have all of it now? Just block it all up. So we've got almost a stack of redstone blocks now. And we can put it in this chest. And then should I fortune this coal, or should I just like put it away? I think let's just dump it back in here. So I'm not going to fortune all of it right now. So I think for now, I do really want to start building a second set of tools and armor as well. So let's maybe... Do I have lapis over here? I do have. Everyone listen. Let's rather do this. Right? First get our horsey off from there. Wait for the sun to set, and then I'm going to call it a night. Everyone, thank you all for watching. I think why I need to figure out and just get my head together as to what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. And it's pointless for me to just run around here wasting everybody's time while I don't really know what I want to do and how I want to do it. So with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this stream. We will be back. I think if we stream tomorrow, I might be on Twitch. I do really want to start a hardcore world, and I'm thinking I'll keep that. I'll do that on Twitch. Keep this YouTube channel for this survival series. And then maybe over on Twitch, I'll try a hardcore world. I might unalive myself within the first half an hour or something of the stream. But you are welcome to follow me on Twitch and join me for it. If you follow me, just switch on notifications, and then you'll be able to... Did I hear a zombie? Anyway, then you'll be able to get notifications when I go live. And I hope to see you. If I do that tomorrow, I hope to see you there. You guys must all have a lovely weekend further. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.